Hey everyone, today's video is about depression, something that I know a lot of us struggle with. If you are depressed, then you are not alone. Approximately 19 million people in the United States alone struggle with it. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things you can do to feel better in addition to getting help from a doctor and therapist. So stay tuned. Pharmacist Sidra, and you are watching Ask Your Pharmacist, where I talk all about health and pharmacy. So we get to hear a lot that I'm depressed today, or I feel sad or down. So what is depression? Well, it is a mood disorder. You know how some days we are happy and energetic? We have this feeling that today is going to be a good day, but then there are days when we just don't want to get out of the bed and nothing feels good, and don't want to do things that we normally love to do. You just get this persistent feeling of sadness, insomnia, and loss of interest in activities that you normally love. How annoying, right? And that cycle goes on and on and on. That is depression. Now, what causes this feeling? What causes depression? Depression basically is an extremely complex disease. No one actually knows what causes it, but it can occur for a variety of reasons. Some people experience depression during a serious medical illness. Others may have depression with life changes, such as move or death of a loved one. And some have a family history of depression. Any past physical, emotional, or sexual abuse can also cause depression. Certain medications like Neurontin, that's used to treat nerve pain, or isotretinoin used to treat acne, can have a side effect of depression. Also, alcohol and substance abuse can cause depression. And if not all of this, then some feel overwhelmed with sadness and loneliness for no apparent reason. So, how to deal with it? In addition to getting help from your doctor and therapist, here are my 5 tips that can help you deal with depression and make you feel better. So, my tip number 1 is to identify worries, but don't dwell on them. Try to identify any situations that have contributed to your depression. When you know what's got you feeling blue and why, talk about it with a caring friend, a family member, or a psychiatrist. Just vent it out. Don't sit on it. Sometimes when you hold on to your feelings, it takes you in a state of sadness and confusion. And talking is a way to release the feelings and to receive some understanding. And once you air out those thoughts and feelings, then turn your attention to something positive. You'll be able to see clearer in your head and then take action to solve that problem. Do not hesitate to ask for help if you need it. Feeling connected to a friend and family can actually help relieve depression. And it may also help your family or friends feel that there is something they can do instead of just watching you hurt. And if you don't have anyone that you feel you can trust and vent to, then journal it. Trust me, journal is your best friend when you're depressed or feel saddened. When I feel overwhelmed or have that feeling that I feel down and I don't know why, then I just start journaling. And if I don't have words, then I start with explaining my surroundings. Like I'll write something, okay, I'm sitting in a room, it's 7 p.m., it's dark outside and so is inside of me, and I feel sad, and so on and so forth. That kind of helps line up my thoughts, and eventually I figure out what was bothering me and making me feel sad. And let me tell you this, journaling has never failed me. Like never even once I have not come out clear-headed and relieved after writing a journal. Because journal is a way to connect to yourself and your thoughts. And once you feel connected to yourself, you're able to understand why you feel a certain way, and then you can take action to come out of that. Okay, so tip number 2 is get a handle of your household chores. Now, depression can make it difficult to complete household chores, something as similar as like doing dishes or paying your bills. But a pile of paperwork and that stack of dirty dishes and the floor covered in dirty laundry will only magnify your feelings of worthlessness. So take control of your daily chores. Start small and work on one project at a time. Getting up and moving can help you start feel better in its own. Okay, depression not only makes you feel sad, but it can make you feel negative as well. And negative not just about others, but also yourself. You may start to question your worth. Don't let that moment take over you. You need to practice this. And just as you exercise or lift weights to become physically strong, you need to exercise mentally to become mentally strong. So make a conscious effort and frequently tell yourself, make some bullet points telling yourself what you're capable of. And the minute you get that feeling of worthlessness, you recall or read those bullet points, and it will give you an instant pick-me-up boost. And when you get the negative feeling about others, your loved ones in depression, just start recalling all those times they were supportive of you. Focus on good things about others. See, we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. So focus on good than bad side of others. Why waste your time and energy thinking about others and feel sad, right? So focus on yourself and think how you can be a better person. You have the power to control yourself. But guess what? You can't control others, right? And if all of this is still not eliminating your negative thoughts, then I think it's worth it to talk about it to the other person and tell them how their attitude is making you feel sad or depressed. And trust me, you'll find the answer. How? Well, if they care for you, then they will be supportive of you. But if not, then you have to move on and do what's best for you. Okay, so my tip number 4 is know that today isn't the indicative of tomorrow. Just remember, today's mood, emotions, or thoughts don't belong to tomorrow. If you were unsuccessful at getting out of the bed or accomplishing your goals today, then remember, you haven't lost tomorrow's opportunity. Try again. And on top of whatever was making you feel sad or depressed, don't add this worry to the pile. Give yourself the grace to accept that while some days will be difficult, some days will be great as well. So try to look forward to tomorrow's and start fresh. Tell yourself you will make it a great day tomorrow and set attainable goals for tomorrow, and in fact, write them. Writing down your goals will give you a clear picture of what you're going to do the next day. So then the next day, you'll get up in the morning energetic and as if you have a mission to accomplish. And when you are focused on a mission or goal in front of you and you hold yourself accountable, because at the end of the day, you're going to go back to the goals that you wrote and see which one you accomplished and which one you not. You're holding yourself accountable. And this way, you will be more focused on being just productive and won't have time to be sad. But remember, when you achieve a goal, do your best to recognize it. Sometimes we just overlook our accomplishment and we don't celebrate it along the way. So do your best to recognize it, and it will give you a feeling of accomplishment and make you feel better about yourself. Do the opposite of what your depression voice is suggesting. The negative and irrational voice in your head may talk to you out of self-help. However, if you learn to recognize it, you can learn to replace it, right? So use logic as a weapon. Address each thought individually as it occurs. And if you feel that an event that your friends are inviting you to is not worth your time or it's not going to be fun, say to yourself that, you might be right, but it'll be better than just sitting here just another night, right? And by doing this, you will soon see that negative isn't always realistic. So try to push back on the depression voice and do something you love, something that's relaxing but energizing. It doesn't have to be something fancy. It could be like playing an instrument, painting, hiking, or biking, just whatever makes you feel good, whatever you love. because these activities can provide subtle lifts in your mood and energy, which may help you overcome your symptoms of depression. Alright guys, so there you have it, my 5 tips on how to overcome depression. I hope if you are struggling with depression, then you follow these tips and take action. Don't sit back and think that it is what it is. Because the more you wallow in depression, the more it sticks to you. It's like a snowball that will keep on getting bigger and bigger. So let's get up and do something about it. Take charge of your life and work on getting these moments of happiness that you deserve. And let me know in the comments which tip you followed and what worked for you. Inspire others from your experience. Because together, we can help each other come out of it. So let's share what works. And if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, share to help me spread the word and make a difference in people's life.